Is it normal to not have sex in a relationship? If you're both happy, then the gap isn't a problem. Like you said, you've both had stuff going on, and if you're both feeling fulfilled in your relationship, there's nothing really to worry about. When things calm down, sex might become more frequent. That said, it's important to touch base with your girlfriend and check if she feels the same. If not, then I'm sure you can talk about it and sort it out. I wouldn't worry on what is typical, because life does get in the way. Just make sure you are both happy and check where you see yourselves down the line. Your relationship isn't dying, you just have too much on your plate right now. Better schedule it and make that schedule sacred as the birth of Christ himself. Your relationship is not dying. If sex is the only thing that has dwindled and yet you're still happy with and in love with each other, then what's the problem? I really do believe that feeling loved, happy, safe, and secure in a relationship is so much more important than how much sex you're having. If you're both happy and in love and can laugh and enjoy each other's company and you communicate well, then you're doing okay. Sounds like the perfect relationship. It's not about how much sex you have. It's about both of you wanting the same amount of sex. Start scheduling it. Also, this is a mistake young folk make too much. Make your life less busy. You're not in a race through adulthood. Reprioritize a bit and slow down to enjoy yourselves some more. That doesn't have to mean sex specifically, but what's the point of being busy and achieving stuff all the time if you don't have time for fun or relaxation? At 21 I was having sex almost every day. At 42 it's like twice a month. It is normal for the sexual activity in relationships to fluctuate. It's important to note that when life gets stressful or busy you may find yourself intimately detached from your partner, which would make it more difficult to initiate sex when both of your minds have been preoccupied for most of the day. I would recommend having a discussion with her about it and putting aside some days to focus solely on each other. It's totally normal if both of you are happy not having sex if one of you wants sex and the other doesn't. Or you both want sex and it isn't happening. Then that is a relationship lifestyle issue that needs to be addressed. People glorify and mystify sex, but it's the same as anything else in life. Is it normal if my wife and I never go to the movies? Is it normal for my husband to want to play video games with me every single day? Change it from sex to anything else in life, and the answer is the same. There isn't really a wrong answer, but you have to both be happy with the situation or find a compromise in the middle. It fluctuates depending on what's going on in life. Kids can take up a lot of time energy. Sex may not happen unless you make time for it. The most crazy stuff here is that you both are independent and living together with only 21-23. I want to live that dream too. Don't pool. It's only as needed as much as you guys equally desire. Normal is what you and your partner make of it. If you're both happy you're good. Yes, because sex isn't everything. If you can get along with your partner in other ways that may not be a priority for you both, communicate. She might be thinking the same thing. Even if she isn't, it shows you're critically thinking about her and your relationship's happiness. There's so many hard talks that us guys have and we struggle in silence not knowing how. Just talk to her. You're completely happy and cool and satisfied, but you were wondering if there's anything wrong with this aspect of our relationship or anything we need to talk about. It's that easy. She'll probably reassure you. Y'all talk. Y'all feel more connected and y'all probably get some, or she'll want to give you some just for being on top of the state of your relationship. We aren't alone. Dude, make time for each other. My GF and I each have high-stress jobs, often requiring long, antisocial hours, and 2 demanding dogs. We try to have a date day at least once a month where we book in a load of activities together and leave the dogs with a sitter, so we can enjoy each other without distractions. Are you horny? Is she? Would you fuck others if you could? I'd say it's not normal, but it is common. Lots of couples don't have sex, especially older couples, and where one or the other has health problems or injuries. Satisfaction looks different to everyone. Not to echo what everyone else is saying, but to answer your question, it's not normal at your age. Different for everyone. Me and my partner have never had sex. Together a decade nearly. Communicate with your partner, not Reddit. 3. It's a long time with no sex at all. Less than 2 years into your relationship and you haven't had sex in 5 months isn't a good sign for your future sex life. I don't think your relationship is dying, but you are definitely headed for a relationship where sex is not a priority if you continue with this. Sex isn't what a relationship is about, and she's allowed breaks if she don't want to have sex every day. She don't want to. Perfectly normal. Sounds like you're settling into a comfortable symbiosis. You had intimacy and still do. Do you really need to do it as often as you once had? Your love is conquering. You need to have a conversation with her, not here. It's normal for sex to decrease in a relationship after a few years, but under 2 years is early for a 5-month gap. While sex is important, it's not the main thing that drives relationships. Your relationship is fine. That said, it's not normal for your age especially. You two should schedule it, because the less you do it, the less you'll want to do it, and it can potentially cause problem in the future. So yeah, consider planning ahead and make it fun and exciting. Example, date night that ends in a hotel instead of home.